Hello, scholars, and welcome to Learning Hangul with me, Teacher Daisha. I'm Teacher Daisha, and I'm so excited to be helping you learn some Korean. Are you excited? Great, great. Okay, so today what we're going to do is learn specifically with Korean the Hangul, which is Korean alphabet system, the Korean alphabet system. Have you guys ever heard of Hangul before? No? Well, that's okay. Now you know. And whenever we're addressing the Korean alphabets, that's what we're going to identify them as, Hangul. Okay? Can we do that? Awesome. Thank you so much for your participation, Tiffany and Craig. Okay. So now, without further ado, let's start. Let's get started because we have a lot to go over today. So first, what's really important to me is that we get to know each other. I know it can be difficult. This is our first time meeting. So let's just do a quick warm up. First, I just want to know, what do you know about Korea, especially where is Korea? So what I want you to do is to show me or raise your hand and tell me what color or what area of this map is Korea in. So I'm going to go with Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany, it is in the green section. Yes, very good. Now, does anyone know specifically where in the light green section? I'm sorry, Tiffany, thank you for correcting me. The light green section that Korea is in. Okay, Craig, can you use your pointer tool to show me where it is located? Awesome job. Yes, that is where Korea is. So this is where Hangul is used the most, okay? Because that's where the native Korean speakers are, okay? So now let's go to our next warm-up question. And this is a really important question. But first, why do you want to learn Korean? Why do you want to learn Korean? Let's go with Chris. Chris. Because you want to sing your K-pop songs, your favorite K-pop songs? Yeah, I agree. That's a reason why I want to learn Korean. And also, I like to watch K-dramas. Does anyone know what K-dramas are? Well, that's Korean television. And I want to be able to do other things or look away and still understand what's going on. So that's why I want to learn Korean. And it's really important that you know that, because this will help you whenever things get a little difficult, because learning languages you will be able to keep going and remember your why, remember your reason for doing this, okay? So without further ado, let's get to Hangul. Let's get to our characters. This is the first set of Hangul that we are going to be learning together today. Okay? So how many different new characters or new sets of Hangul characters do you see on the screen? Chris. Yes, there are 9 different characters that are currently on the screen right now. So right now, or today, what we're going to be focusing on is helping you to identify those sounds, okay? That is our object of today. We're going to be identifying the sounds of Hangul consonants and vowels and learn to write Hangul, and also learn a few Korean vocabulary words in the process. Okay, so are you excited? Yes, that's great. I know I am. All right, so now I don't expect you to remember all of this right now just from looking at it. So what we're going to do, we're going to go by these first set of Korean consonants, or these Hangul consonants, and learn the different sounds to them. And the following are the first set of Korean consonants that you need to get into your brain. There is no way to really explain them. You just need to memorize them, okay? So I'm going to help you memorize them. We have a little trick up our sleeve to memorize these Hangul consonants today, all right? So this is our first one. So how is this pronounced? Anyone looking at the letters that are here on the screen, how is this Hangul character pronounced? Any guesses? Okay, Craig. Yes, that is correct. G, g, g. Okay, or you can also say k, k, k. All right, in just a few minutes here, we're going to listen to some native Korean speakers actually pronounce these words, but just to get you familiar with them, stick with g, k. All right, so how do you think we can remember this sound? What's the way that you think you can remember this sound? Well, let's take a look. To me, this looks like a shape, which most Hangul symbols do. They look like shapes. And for me specifically, this kind of puts me in the mind of like a piece of gum, like half a piece of gum. And what else does gum have in common with this? It starts with g, g, g. Okay, so when you look at this, you can maybe think it is a piece of gum or a stick of gum specifically. And remember that it is shaped like g, g, gum. Okay, so did that help? Do you think that helped you to remember that? Because that's how we're going to approach it. That's what helped me to learn Hangul and remember the pronunciations of Hangul. Okay, so let's go to our next Hangul consonant.